Hello, you beautiful, magical soul. Today we are going to talk about the toxicity that can be found in the coaching industry. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Sarah Chapman. This is the Soul Abundance IQ channel.
It's showtime.
I was not planning on recording this topic this week, and then I had a few experiences that triggered me to see some contrast and compassionately pissed me off a little bit about the coaching industry. So, if you're like me, even if you are part of this very general, very broad category of life coach or mindset coach, you maybe also kind of do a little bit of an eye roll, because I think these terms have kind of just become hashtag words and aren't really giving us any substance or value, not really portraying the value that can be found in coaching. There are so many amazing coaches out there. There's so many good ones. And there are also coaches on the other end of the spectrum that are not in integrity and that are not in alignment and really are more about their ego and the money than actually giving service to people and helping people create transformation. So I have noticed in my business that I'm having a little bit of an issue just not really conveying my message the way that I want to. You know, we're all meant to have this little bit of an elevator pitch or whatever to help people understand what we do. And what I'm saying isn't always portraying that value. And I want to really work on my message so that I have the clarity, and the clarity is coming through in a way that can really serve people and help me connect with the people that I want to support as a facilitator. And so I have been following a very high-level coach for a couple of years. She puts out great content, great information. And I just listened to one of her videos about messaging, and I thought, yes, this is what I need. And I am such, at soul level, my main gift is divine love and healing. I want relationships. I want someone to do it with me. I really was looking for something done with me, not, as great as courses and programs are. I didn't want to just go do some exercises. I do plenty of exercises on my own. I really wanted someone there with me to help facilitate and listen to my words and give me feedback and take me through a process. So I had a discovery call with this woman's team, and she is a 7-figure earner, so I thought, she really knows her stuff, and I'm sure she does. And so the other coaches on her team are the ones who facilitate the discovery calls, and my call was actually with her husband. So one of the first things he says to me is, I'm her husband, she wears the pants in the family. Ew. I love jokes, but that's kind of icky. That's not really, that just didn't feel in integrity to me. It felt like you're putting her up here and you're down here. You're not going to try to portray the balance of your partnership. That's weird. If I had any hopes of learning how to run a business with my husband in the future and learning from you all, you just squash that shit. So we're having this conversation, and he asks me how long have I known about her and been following her. And of course you're going to need to ask questions to get a feel for the person you're talking to. It also felt very much like how long have you been in her fan club? Like she's some big superstar, and yeah, she has achieved a level of fame in the industry because of what she's created and achieved, and that's wonderful and beautiful, but we're not here to put her on a pedestal in a way of like stars in our eyes, and it just didn't feel good when he was asking me those questions. And he asked if he could treat this as though it were a coaching call. Sure, that's great. And then he basically just talks at me about their programs and a VIP day with her. And when I started to talk about my main pain point, the reason I'm coming to you, he kind of poo-pooed it. Oh yeah, in a VIP day, she'll cover all of that. Great, so can I get more clarity about how and what else I'm gonna get from this time and this investment? And it was all very much trying to direct me to a course and a program that's more of a, here's our template, here's our process, this is how we do it. Just take our things and put your own branding on the top. Fuck all that. No, thank you. I have my own business. I have my own content that I'm here to bring to the world. Her stuff is great. Had always thought I would love to learn that at some point. Now I don't. I feel like they're just trying to put everybody in a box.
This means something to me now.
You know, in this box of just creating this churn of coaches and coaches coaching coaches, coaches coaching coaches. What the fuck is that all about? I don't think it's necessary. Yes, we all need to continue doing our personal development and our spiritual development and our business development. And at the same time, if we're going to be in coaching for years and years at a time, especially with the same coach, focusing on the same outcomes, there's something wrong. We've become stuck somewhere and we're not actually growing and creating transformation if that's the churn that we're stuck in.
It occurs to me that the two of you require additional instruction to complete your training.
Yes, Lord Vader. I've been here 2 years. I don't require any...
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
And the light bulb moment that I had was that I don't need a coach, I need a consultant. I need a messaging and marketing strategist. And I already have 2 perfect people in my circle, in my network, that I've already had conversations with that it's time for me to circle back with. And so I was really grateful for the clarity. And I am so grateful for these types of experiences when they pop up so that we can see the contrast and see what's out of alignment and be grateful to have that clarity come through. That really showed me, as much as I want to grow and build my business, I don't ever want to do it by trying to put people in a box, by pushing what's actually going on and what these people actually need to the side and trying to just put stars in their eyes in a way that makes them feel like, oh, this is so great, give me the warm fuzzies and I'll sign up, even if it's not in true integrity and alignment. And I did not intend for this video to be a shameless self-plug, but it's going to be a little bit, I guess, because I am comparing my personal experience to the contrast that I'm seeing. And I have personally told people in discovery calls, I am not the right person for you. I am not a fit. And that was actually having a true conversation where, yes, I may need to educate people about my work and what it does, but I'm also spending a lot of time listening to what their true needs and wants and desires are. And if we're not a match, being in integrity to say, I don't want you to invest your time and money in me because I can't help you find the solution that you need. And I know if you are a healer, a coach, a service provider, and you're watching this, you probably do take the time to listen, and you really are here to help and serve. And that probably is why you're doing what you're doing. And if you're like me, you really want to help people and show them, yes, you have all these little parts and pieces going on and these little pain points, but everything you need is right here. I'm just going to facilitate helping you to bring it all together. The other experience that I got to witness this week, full of contrast, was a post in a spiritual business type of Facebook group, where this woman, I believe she's a mindset coach of some kind, and she is speaking to the difference between 5-figure earners and 6-figure earners, and pretty much it's the exact same list for both. And she's saying, you're in the hustle, you are staying up late to work on things, you are spending money on vacations and money that you don't have so that you can post pictures of that to Instagram to create a persona, and then in the background worrying about the money that's not really there to keep up the lifestyle that you're portraying. Who is fucking doing that? If you are doing that, please stop. Please call me, call somebody, please do something, because that is not okay. That is really fake. If someone has told you to do that to create your business, please do not listen to them anymore. That is so far out of alignment and integrity that no one will buy from you. And people will feel that. And the only people you're going to attract into your business are people who are also out of alignment and out of integrity. And it's just, again, creating this churn that's really out of control.
Sorry we had to hose you there, but you were kind of out of control.
And I know it's hard to tell. There are times where we think, oh, this looks really great, and whatever it is about us that needs looked at or worked on that attracts us to certain people may make us believe something and kind of put the rose-colored glasses onto the other pieces that we don't see.
It's okay, she seems peaceful.
When really a lot of the shit behind the scenes might be driven by ego, might be driven by money, and we're all going to be growing and coming to different levels of personal growth for the rest of our lives. It's a beautiful journey of getting to do that. We're all here to be human. We're not here to be perfect. We're not here to kill our ego or, we're here to become allies with our ego so that it can support us, to keep us safe. There's a reason that we have an ego from primal days, but we're not here to let it lead. And while that may be a lifelong journey of unfoldment, it's really important to be able to feel into the people that you seek out to help you through whatever you're looking to grow through, whether it's your business, personal relationships, your inner work, your inner child, healing any woundedness, it's really important to learn how to be in your body and feel your body compass and really listen to what's going on internally, so that when we are in moments of putting someone on a pedestal or thinking that we're getting something without seeing the whole picture, we can take a step back and feel into that. And also to be grateful for the lessons when they come up and to see how that can benefit us to move forward. And the thing about the coaching industry is that, the mind likes to know the edges. The human mind wants to be able to figure out the boundaries and to put labels on things so that we can categorize. That's how the brain works. And even though none of us want to be put in a box, and we don't want to be labeled, and we don't want to do those things, to swing the pendulum too far one way or the other, there has to be a middle ground. And we really want to portray the value of the work that we're doing without just these hashtag words of life coach, mindset coach, and allow ourselves the space to go deeper into what does that really mean. Because there is so much contrast between the people who are here to create true transformation and who are committed to that work and service versus the people who probably believe that for themselves and believe that they're doing the work, but underneath are still being driven by ego and money. Not that money is not important. We must have it in order to support us and make changes in our lives and uplift ourselves and others. But when that becomes the driving force, it really shuts down your inner knowingness. It shuts down the voice of your soul and your spirit, and you cannot tap into that guiding compass in a way that's going to move you through doing the scary things that you need to do. I just talked to a client the other day who has almost 50,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel, and she reads tarot and astrology, and she's wanting to get away from that to create less dated material every month to doing some bigger work and more of her calling. And what came up was that she really needs to start over with a new channel, and she already had that inkling. I'm not telling her anything she didn't already know. But that's the scary, hard part, is to give up the attachment to what's already been created and to move over. And she already knew within herself that's the step she needed to take. And I needed to facilitate and support her coming to terms with that and working through everything else around it. So if you are looking for a coach, if you are a coach, consultant, healer, service provider, please be aware of how you're interacting with the people who are coming to you, as well as be aware of the people that you are allowing into your space. And above all else, be aware of that guiding compass, that internal voice within yourself, and let's have the compassion and courage to follow it. We're all on this journey together, and I wish you the best on your journey. Thank you for being here with me today. Please click the subscribe button below and tap the bell to get notifications, and share in the comments if you have ever had any situations like this. Please share any of your own experiences. Thanks again for being here. All the best.